Hi everyone, I'm Rachel Chamness at Sound Waves Heal. I'm a shamanic channel and mentor, and I help people connect to their psychic senses and channel high vibrational beings of light, such as their spirit guides and other types of beings who are high vibrational, high dimensional. And I also teach a lot of trance channeling, psychic Reiki healing, light language, things like that. I'm also a sound healer by nature. I used to be an opera singer. So thanks for coming. Um, I'm here with Universal Spiritualism, FindMeAMedium, and it's nice to be here. I do use my own cards, as you can see on the screen. Excuse me clicking around, but I'm just bringing up some cards because we usually just go through one or two each time. And then I give readings, usually about 44 readings. I usually go through the whole deck. So if you have this deck, which you can buy on Amazon in the US or on my webpage, which that's the QR code, soundwavesheal.com, under media, you can find it. If you do that, then you'll see that by watching this video every week at 11 o'clock a.m. USA, New York time, you can also just learn more about the cards yourself. And this is really an what do you call it? An NDE deck, meaning that I did it myself. I had someone help me produce it, but and I had an artist, but these are not like something that someone else paid for. I paid for them. They're extremely expensive to make. And so I'd love it if you bought some for yourself. And I'll tell you why you should, is because they'll help you with healing. They'll help you with connecting to the Fae and elementals. There's 37 different types of elemental Fae in here, 44 cards, plus there's an altar card and an attunement. There's directions on how to use this if you're a beginner. These are great beginner cards. They're also great cards for advanced. And that's because you can, see, I'll show you. There is a being on each one of these cards, and each one of these beings has agreed to come forth and help you attune to them and receive their healing or help you channel them. And so that's what it is. So if you do the attunement, it'll really help with that. So let me tell you about two of these. This is Sima, the pink dolphin. Dolphins are elementals that we can see. There's a lot of elementals that we consider animals or marine animals, and we can see them in the 3D, but they are actually of higher dimension. Otherwise, they can be 3D in our time. Anyway, Sima, I'm going to read from the book so you can see a little bit what the book's like. It's not too thick. I don't love cards where I have to like read 4 pages before I understand the card so I can give a reading. Like that makes me crazy. I cannot do that. So what I like to have it easy. So dolphins are beautiful elementals who want to help you to stand in your light and to have a feeling of calm and presence in the face of negative energy. They have come to teach us to value every human being and to help those who need it. And then there's a channel. So this would be a great thing if you pulled the card for yourself and you're like, what does this mean for me? Then you could, read the channel. Sima says, your unique personality and all the fun and pleasure you may find in odd things is what makes you outstanding, and it can inspire others. Don't dim your brightness to blend in. Fill your heart with self-love and acceptance for all your quirks and oddities. For who you are has purpose. Okay, I'm going to bring a little liquid Reiki shamanic sound healing through. This is my sound healing. That's mixed with advanced techniques such as light language and Reiki, but it feels a little bit like this group needs a little healing today, and maybe actually related to this card because I've been pulling this card a lot for people. So I'm going to channel Sima for a little healing for you guys. at the end of this, right around 11:45, it's 11:07 my time, then I will also give a group card and a group healing in case you come on late, and just, for fun, so you can get 2 cards. This is the second card we're doing today to tell you about my deck, and this is a card that lets you know you need a healing or a clearing. It means you're not clear, meaning that your whole energy, your energy field is not your own. There's some interference of some kind, and you really need a spiritual clearing. Sometimes it could be an object or something. Sometimes spirit kind of allows you, well, a lot. Your spirit guides do allow you to get these things. They're common, and that's because they're trying to get you to a healer for some other reason. So when it does happen, you really should take that information as it is time to see a healer. Okay, so this diamond light dragon is one of Gabriel's dragons named Tsitsula. Diamond light dragons are the dragons I often see with Archangel Gabriel. They hold the 5th dimensional diamond light frequency and help bring it into your space and body for up-leveling with our planet's ascension. Call on them for clearing and healing. Tsitsula says, something is not clear. Is it your auric field, your space, or perhaps a situation? A professional is needed to clear what is affecting your spirit and mind. It is time to unearth the diamond within your heart by releasing what is no longer in your best interest. Okay? Okay. Oh, that's supposed to scroll. Okay. All right. Now let's go to see everyone here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Teresa, Shauna, Carisha. Hi, Marianne, Lori, Sue. Good morning. Wendy, Rhonda, Judy, Christina, Jean, Alicia, Jean, Christina, Trish, Autumn, Sweta, hi, and more. I see Catherine, hi, Cheyenne, December, Ava, Tammy. Awesome. So just so you guys know, I am live in several places. So some of the places that I'm live have more people on it than others. So if you're like, gosh, I've been sitting here forever waiting to be read, who is she reading? And she's not reading me. It's just that I'm reading people on the other platforms. So I'm live, hopefully in 2 groups. Is there anybody here on FindMeAMedium or Universal Spiritualism that is on there right now? Because it looked like it may not be working. So it looks like but it might be working. So let me know if you are. And then of course I'm live on my pages, Soundwaves Heal, both YouTube and Facebook. Now I was wondering about the Facebook Universal Spiritualism. Okay, I'm shuffling the cards to be in perfect order for everyone. Oh, thank you, Christina. I'm glad you like them. Oh, and Shauna says she uses my deck every day. I've been trying to put them on sale on Amazon. Like, why is it so hard? Jeez. Thing is, I'm gonna have to reach out to help, I think. But I've been trying to put them on sale. They are on sale on my site, but that's only for outside of USA. It's because of tax purposes that I have to do it that way. Okay, Teresa, you got the first card. Teresa Lynn. You got, listen, Mudu the Tall Elf. This card is always about your clairaudience, or that your guides are telling you something. It's almost 100% what this card is always about. But what I'm actually getting is listen with your ears too, that your guides are sending you messages through other people. So like if you ever have like 3 different people tell you about a book or about a movie you should watch, or 3 people say, hey, have you ever heard of Rachel Chamness at Soundwaves Heal? No, if they are, like, everyone tells you the same thing, or you're hearing like lyrics in a song or something like that, then that really means that it's time to like go find that thing, because it's your spirit guides talking to you through people. So they're also telling you to listen in that way. Okay, Shauna, we were just chatting. We were just chatting about the advanced light language class that you took with me on Sunday. And look, you got music for manifesting. So what they're actually saying is, here you are, you're an advanced light language practitioner. I just sent you your certificate, by the way. And like, use this to manifest everything in your life. They're saying you're already thinking about how you're going to use it as a practitioner, how you're going to help other people with it. But they're like, hey, don't forget to help yourself with it. Don't forget to like make, next time you have a problem or anything like that, then make yourself a sigil or do light language for yourself. Use the skills you have for yourself, and you're gonna really find that it's very, very helpful for yourself. And you have to sometimes remind healers of this. Use it for you too. Okay, Carisha, you got my favorite card. Celebrate Ventana the Fairy Mermaid. I love fairy mermaids, and I love how this one came out. So these Fae, they're very, very interested in the law of attraction. When I asked them if I could channel them for this deck, they said yes. They started giving me all the information. I said, this sounds like a manifesting. Is this a manifesting deck? And they said, you asked for a deck that could help people get what they're trying to get, the answers they're seeking. Now I said, I asked them to give me one that's easy to get the answers for any question that you ask. And they said, that's what we're doing. That's what people use cards for, because they're manifesting. They have questions about things they're trying to manifest. And I was like, oh. So in the law of attraction, you celebrate before you actually see it. So when we're sitting and longing, like, oh, I really hope, I can't wait to buy a car. Oh, I really need a car. I hate my car. You know, that's putting it in the future, because you're just bringing more longing to yourself because you're longing, or you hate your car. So it just brings you more hate for your car or more longing for a new car. But if you take a moment to celebrate, like thinking about that new car, driving your new car, when you're like driving your car, you just imagine like it's all new and you're like driving your new car, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. I'd like a new car, so I'm going to use that example, you know, and feel how good it feels to have that new car, like how you're going to do that happy dance, and then you're going to go ahead and celebrate now. So they're saying celebrate now your successes of what you're trying to manifest, and it will help it come in faster. Okay? All right. Hi, Marianne. So, Krisha, you got the first like law of attraction sum up for the day. Hi, Marianne. Of course, you got compassion. The compassion in this card's about, today it's for you to have more compassion for yourself and understand that, like, sometimes we're so hard on yourself, like, ourselves, like, oh, why did I say that thing? That's so stupid. Why did I say that stupid thing? And then, you know, or like, why did I do that? Like, that was so dumb. It's because that was the best that you knew at the time. It's easy now to look back after you made the mistake and all the things happened that you could say, oh, that was so stupid. But obviously you wouldn't have done it if you had the knowledge you have today. So looking back on it and being like, oh, that was so dumb is easy, right? But you did the best you could with what you knew at the time is basically it. So they're like, have compassion for yourself. When those things come up, you know, that's a time for shadow work. And of course, I have a shadow work blog post that you guys can go to at soundwavesheal.com/shadow-work. And it's really important to do these easy shadow work things, okay? Because that's what they are. They're easy. Shadow work should be like, you take a moment and face it. You do a thing to like help mitigate it. I accept it so that I can release it. I'll think about that and how I can fix myself. I'll forgive myself. I take a moment to realize that I'm beating myself up, and then go on with my life. Okay, so a little more compassion for yourself. Morning, Brandy. Eva, you're welcome, Krisha. Hi, Jody and Nikki, Dorella. Okay, who's next? Lori Sue Cragen Clint. You got problem resolved. When this is showing up, then it means that the same sort of thing as like celebrating before it happens. It's like your problem's already resolved. So start to think of it that way. Watch where you're saying, I have this problem. This thing's messing me up. This is always happening. This is what's happening now. Instead, say, what I have experienced in the past is blah, 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 blah. Now I'm starting to see it change. Even if that's not true, you can make it true by saying that. Now it's changing. Now it's changed. It's completely changed, and I'm feeling it change. Or if you find yourself slipping up and you're like, this is what's happening, blah, 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 and then you're like to your friend, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't say it out loud. Then you can turn that off and start talking as if you're talking to your friend, you know, after the call, and you start saying all the positive things. Oh, my problem's resolved. It feels amazing. I can't wait. This is like what we call the abundance exercise. We do this with at retreats and with each other, where you just like, and you can do this with your friends, where you're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. And then you say all the things have already happened that you wish happened. And it really brings up your mood, and it's super fun. And then she'll say it back to you, and then you go back and forth. It's really fun. I'm saying 333. Okay, Wendy, you got set your sights higher. Lily the seahorse. So set your sights higher is about, where are you not honoring yourself and settling for something that, is just not good enough. Basically, I have all these windows open. I gotta close them. They're driving me crazy. So, for instance, this has to do with love sometimes. Where are you thinking, well, this is good enough? I mean, it's got some good points. I mean, what else am I going to find? This may not be your situation, but it's a good example, But what about deserving more? Or like, well, I mean, this job's fine. It pays the bills. I mean, it's a little boring. And, I feel drained at the end of the day. But, people have it worse. That's settling. And they're like, set your sights higher. You can get whatever you want. And you deserve more. So really think about how that is landing for you in your life right now. Okay. Oh, Marianne, you have a sweet heart. But yeah, we have to honor ourselves. We have to put that oxygen mask on first if we're going to help other people, right? Sometimes we tend to help other people before we help ourselves. Rhonda, you got worthiness. It seems like a theme happening here in the last few cards. Worthiness, Beesby, the Selkie, highlighting where self-worth might be tripping you up in something that you're trying to manifest. I still see 333. So, what are you trying to manifest? And think about why it's not here yet. Could it be that there's some subconscious program that you have running that tells you you're not worthy enough? And I know that's frustrating. It's like, I worked on that, Sometimes these things resurface. So, if you find that hard to release on your own, don't try the shadow work stuff, but don't sit around fighting something like that for a long, long time, guys. If you have this problem that is persisting and persisting, get some spiritual help. Go see someone who does what I do, such as healing and up-leveling and getting messages from your spirit guides, You don't have to go to me. I have a ton of practitioners and students that do this, master practitioners, and I can recommend them to you. And there's lots of people out there that do this. And you can do it too. Actually, I teach people to do it. So check and see what's tripping you up. It's something subconscious. Hi, Judy. You got Flow, Earthly, the Lava Mermaid. So these lava mermaids, I see them mostly in Lemuria. And in September, which is just a few days ago, September and October, in my Tag Lightworkers membership group, we are working with Lemuria and we're working with elemental beings. It's about, there's this beautiful Lemurian crystal, huge crystal. In the heart of the crystal, in the crystal heart of it, there are a ton of light codes that are now ready to be absorbed by the light workers on Earth. And they are bringing it to mediums and healers like me, where you're both a channel, and to lots of people on Earth. And this is what we're studying and learning about and attuning to and healing ourselves with. And it also has a lot of Fae. Why am I saying this? Because we got lava mermaids. I love lava mermaids. They showed up for me. I haven't heard anyone else talk about them, but they're all about flow. And you can, I never noticed that. She has it almost looks like her reflection in there, doesn't it? Ooh, where her hand is, that's like her hair. I never noticed that before. Very cool. I did, I'm not the artist of these cards. I hired somebody who was amazing. Anyway, Shannon Oliver. So I think I was just telling you guys that because lava mermaids are so cool and I'm so excited they're coming through. But anyway, the flow for you, and that's a message. So when you see a card and you suddenly notice something you haven't noticed before, I use these cards every week forever. I use them every day. They're my cards. I mean, I never noticed that before. That's huge. So I feel it's the same message. If you look at it that way, then she's making her own flow, right? The flow in your life comes from you. So I think that they're also saying the same thing that I've been saying for the last couple of cards, which is make sure that the flow that you're working on is for you, not for others. Other people's flow, if someone else in the house, if their flow is affecting you, then the only thing to do really is to clear yourself and your own flow. And then that will be reflected in your auric field. And then other people will react to that. And in your presence, they will also have the same attributes or So that's kind of what that's about. So make sure you're working on your own flow, or you're really seeing where the flow in your life is stopped because of you, because she also has her hand in there, right? So her hand is directly affecting her flow. So I believe that's you. Let's see what that means to you. Somewhere you have to see where flow is not happening, and what it is that you need to, it's like a small change to fix that. Woo! I needed water. Okay, Christina, you're next. You got synchronistic events. Starlight, the dolphin pod, and other dolphins are elemental helpers on Earth. I just feel like this is sending healing to you just looking at it. Does it feel that way? Synchronistic events, like everything's happening for a reason, and they're trying to show it to you. Like they're being really obvious. They being your spirit guides. They're being super obvious. Like, look here, Christina. Look here. Look, we're talking about this again. This is the 10th time you've seen a dolphin. Like they're like trying to tell you something. They're trying to guide you in some way that helps you on your light path. So see what that is. And if you don't understand it, say, I see your messages, but I don't understand. Please make it more obvious. And the next thing you know, it's just going to be coming right out of your own mouth. And you'll be like, oh, that's what that means. You'll be talking to someone else and be like, oh, where did that come from? That's what that means. That's your spirit guides, your little channeling there. Or someone will say right to you the thing, and you'll be like, oh, that's what my spirit guides are trying to tell me. So if you don't understand the message, ask. Hey, I'm getting your message. I've seen dolphins 10 times or whatever it is. What does it mean? You got to be more specific, because I'm not getting it. And then they'll help you. And always ask your spirit guides and your angels to help. You've got to ask for them to help. And if you want to know more, I do have a Spirit Guide Masterclass, totally free on my backside here, or you can go to soundwavesheal.com and go under courses, and it's the last one. It's free. Please come. Do it, because it's going to help you, and you'll get to know me in the process too. And it has a whole lot of stuff in there. Meditations, if you're advanced, there's advanced meditations in there, and I bet there's still something you can learn about spiritual boundaries or spirituality in the Spirit Guide Masterclass. It's not a long masterclass. I have ADD too, okay guys? Hey Jean, you got finish. Marymount the Elf. What have you started that you haven't finished? And how many times have you gotten this card? I feel like you might have gotten this card a few times. What haven't you finished? Was it an idea? Did you want to? I feel like you were gonna do something. Like they show me online like a checkout, like you're doing the checkout, and then you're like, oh, I don't know. Like it was something to help you, and then you were like, I don't know, I have a lot of bills. Maybe I shouldn't do that thing for me. That's what I see. So this is something that you didn't finish that was for you, for your heart, that you need to finish. Hi, Alicia. Thanks for always coming on. You got share. As you can see, the Abundance Dragon has its whole horde there, and he's invited everyone from the village. It's so tiny, but can you see like the little village and all the people? And they're coming to get some of it to help the town and help themselves. But for you today, this is about sharing your gifts. Share your gifts with the world, Alicia. More. Okay? More. I don't know what you do. I'd love to know what you do though. You can send me an email or DM anytime. But or maybe I don't remember if we've discussed it. It's hard to channel and think at the same time. But it's time to share more in a wider audience. Maybe it's time to come out a little bit more and say, hey, this is me and this is what I do. I want to share with you this gift. I'm doing so good. How are you? I have an art class today. It's really fun. It's 3 hours yesterday, 3 hours today, and I'm doing learning watercolor. And the funny thing is I'm 52, and when we took watercolor in high school in the art class, I had so many problems with it that I thought I was terrible at it. And it turns out I just didn't have any instruction at all. And the problems that I had were because it was the wrong paper, the wrong brushes, the wrong paint, and the wrong instruction, or no instruction. So I didn't realize that. So now I'm figuring out that it's not as hard as I thought it was. It's so interesting, isn't it? Like my whole life, I've been like, well, I'm not good at watercolors. It turns out I just didn't know how to do it. I mean, not that I'm great at it now, but it's kind of fun. Anyway, thank you. Hi, Trish. You got love. Maybe the fairy elf coming to you for love. Okay, so What? Let's see. Let me check on it. Is it? It's romantic love. If you're already attached, then of course that means just more love in your life in general, like with your partner. But if not, I think love coming your way. Maybe something romantic if you're attached, a romantic surprise. But there's some love headed your way. Hey, Autumn. You got Witness the Miracles, a great card. This is Balthazar the Guardian Gnome, and he's in Sacred Spaces. And this card is just showing you that the miracle you've been asking for is here. Perhaps you can't see it yet. That's okay. Then you just say, hey, my miracle's here. What does that feel like? And I cannot wait for the universe to show me that it's here. So now you just ask for a sign. Hey, universe, I know that a miracle has already happened. Now I'd love to see the evidence in my life. What are you going to show me today? It's a really great thing to ask the universe for a sign, ask for a question for it to answer for you. And of course, because that your brain will help you find that answer, and your spirit guides will too. Of course, universe, God, all of that is inside of us. We're all part of the spark of the divine. So, you're really asking the one that you're part of. So where is my miracle? I know it's here. Will you show it to me? Thank you, Shauna. Did I give you yeah, I did. I gave you a card, right? Hi, Sveta. I feel like you got this last time. Do it. Do it. Do it. Say yes. And they're saying say yes more often, but I see a specific yes. Like there's one thing where you're mulling it over. Should I do that? And they're like, yes. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so glad you did it. And they're just like, say yes more often. You will figure it out. They're just saying it. You have a hard time saying yes, or you have a hard time like making the decision. Just start making some decisions. Just start saying yes. It won't kill you. And you can always change your mind if you decide that wasn't it. But say yes and discover what is it. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Ooh, Catherine, I need to send you a message. There was something I forgot to tell you. Will you remind me later? Because I went to do it and then I got distracted. Time to move, Lady Nadia, River Naiad. It is time to move. What does that mean? It's not moving places or jobs. It's time to move on the idea that we talked about in our last, one-to-one. They're saying you have a little bit of resistance to starting. It's a little scary, but they want you to at least set a date, set something up with someone to, work on them with your angel Reiki and just set something up, set a time, and that's going to help you get over the nervousness. It's like, well, I've got this time, so we're just going to do what comes through. That's what they're saying. Does that ring true? Feels like there's just a little bit but you're going to be great. Wendy, you got past life connections. So past life connections shows that there's a past life emotion that is coming into this life and causing a trigger. Whenever someone pulls this card, I always do the clearing because I personally believe that channeling and healing should go together. Last thing I want to do is be like, oh, Wendy, you have this huge problem. See you later. Good luck with that. If I can clear it right now, then I'll do it. And I'd like to. So let's see. This is actually Atlantis coming in strong. Almost every time you guys hear me pull this card, it's Atlantis. And that's because everyone needs those lives cleared. They are really triggering us in this time. I do have a donation-based healing called the Big Atlantis Clearing, and it's a big Atlantis water clearing. And if anyone has any kind of weird water fears or anything, you should definitely do it. It's donation-based, $1 or more. And I even have a bunch, 10 up and 1 upcoming on the 9th for fear and imposter syndrome. But for past life connection, I'm getting Atlantis, water related. So do you have weird water fears or something weird about the water? We're going to clear that right now. So okay. It's in the works. Well, then they must have been wanting to encourage you if you were just feeling nervous then for that reading. That must have been what it is. Okay. All right. Who did I just finish? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I lost my place. It was... Well, I've lost it. But anyway, that's clear for you, the Atlantis healing. Okay. I got a little ADD up here and I clicked off and I can't get back. It's windy. Okay, I thought so. Okay. I fear what I can't see in the water. Yeah, that's a big part because, you know, of when Atlantis fell, a lot of us were in the water in that life. We have a lot of lives in Atlantis. And so some things happened in the water. I think you were a dolphin. So I think that's why. That's why I keep saying a dolphin. Okay, so it's clear and that should help. Okay, you might need more clearing. So I recommend the donation-based healing because it's like a 45-minute video that you watch and get that group healing, and it helps the collective too. And it's just donation-based. You can just donate what feels right for the exchange. It doesn't matter. It's a service I do so that anyone can receive healing, and those that, you know, can afford to send whatever it makes up for people who can only send $1, which of course that dollar just goes to PayPal, not me, but that's okay. It's a thing that I like to do to help anyone receive healing that really wants it. Okay, I've lost my place. When that happens, I just go to the newest people. So if I skip you, then post again and I'll make sure I get to you. Okay, Joanne, you got self-employment. Charidash, the dragon. Saridash, actually. Are you self-employed already? It feels like you do something, at least on the side, and they're just saying you can do more or you can do more of it. So it's either to add a little something to help you with another, hi Yvette, with another stream of income, or to do more of what you're doing, to expand it. But there's more self-employment happening for you. Okay? All right. And someone said something really nice about me. Thank you. I live in humid climate and I've got a little extra fat. That's my secret. That's what's happening. Okay. Jody, you got make a decision. Melius, the Whale King, is telling you that if you don't make a decision, it'll just be made for you. So there's no reason to like go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Instead, just make any decision. You'll still come out right in the end. Okay, just use your heart and choose the one that you feels right no matter what other people are saying, and you'll be fine. And just, it's sometimes getting stuck and make a decision will freeze everything in your life, they're saying, and it freezes everything. And so then you have more problems. So just make a decision. Even if the decision is, I'm going to postpone. They're telling me this thing where you're like, okay, I know I need to do such and such. So I'm going to give myself 3 weeks on this date. And on that date, I'll have my full plan, or I'll make a decision on that date. It's like if you really, really can't make a decision, you can make a date where you're like, that is a date I have to have my decision by, and that will help. But really, the sooner you can make one, the better. Hi, Pamela, sweet friend. You got release and go. Yeshua the polar bear. Something that's bothering you about someone, they're just asking you to just release it. That's their problem, not yours. Their reaction, their stuff. And it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's maybe, you know, off-putting or triggering, but it's not about you. It's just them sort of lashing out in a way. And so just try to let it go and realize that they're kind of showing me like someone said something to you in a little bit of anger and you were like, what? And that was like a whole trigger thing where you're like, is this, oh my God, is that what they mean? Have they been thinking this all along or something like that? And they're just like, no, they're just mad. Let it go. Don't turn it into a overthinking thing, which humans tend to do. So just let it go. That's what I get. If that doesn't resonate right now, it may be about to happen. So just keep it in mind. Hi, Jessica. You got abundance windfall. Abundance windfall. Sam, hi, the troll. He's having a big meal. He's got a bag of coins. Money coming your way. I feel money, money, money. Maybe you should do the victory dance and say, it's here. Show me what I can't see yet. How my abundance has windfalled all around me. Okay. Lori, you're safe. You're safe to explore anything that you want to explore. So there's something you want to explore, maybe a new thing, maybe they're showing me like my watercolor class, a new technique, a new relationship, a new something you want to explore, some idea. They even show me you sitting in contemplation, like just, so it's kind of close to a meditation, only you're not really trying to meditate. You're just trying to just stare off into space and let your mind go where it goes and just sit there and think for a minute without interruption, no phones, no music, just maybe even in the sun, and just see where your mind goes. You're safe to do this. You're safe to take the time for yourself to understand yourself better is what they're saying. Hi, Cheyenne, you got gratitude, trite but true. Barry is a wolf. He's a type of excuse me, giant. And he's just saying, gratitude's the answer. He's saying find 5 things that you're grateful for. And then the next time you feel down, find 5 more things that you're grateful for. Or start to do it every day. And you'll find that as you give gratitude, the universe repeats your emotion or what you're feeling. So they give you more things to be grateful for. As I'm grateful for this, and it's all on my energy, now the universe responds. More of what's in your energy. So that's why we really need to watch our thoughts, because if we're thinking shitty thoughts, then guess what the universe is giving us. Hi, Yvette. You got self-forgiveness. Melo, the crystal mermaid. These Atlantean mermaids. Just forgive yourself for any mistakes that are popping up in your mind. Know that you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. You did the best you could. Of course, now in hindsight, this is like the first message. Now in hindsight, we say, oh, so stupid. But that's because in hindsight, of course it is. We're looking with more information than we were at that moment. And we learned something. So just try to forgive yourself for things in the past. I have a whole shadow work blog that can help with this. It has several ways to do it really fast and help you. So if that helps, yeah. Ooh, where'd you go? Oh, God, so many. I don't know if we're going to get to them all today. And y'all, Yvette's like an amazing virtual assistant. She's my virtual assistant. And thank you, Yvette, for all you do. Tammy, you got leadership. Toke, the centaur, calling you to be a leader in your field. Calling you to step forward and speak up. I'm seeing your throat chakra, and it's like you're already a leader whether you want to be or not. People are looking up to you, and they're wondering what you're going to say. So, step up and say the thing that no one else will say because it needs to be said. Oof, that was strong. Hi, Eva. You got caution. Watch out. Someone or something is not what it seems. There's a little bit of subterfuge is the word I'm getting. So watch out. Where is it in written form? Is it in speaking form? Someone is saying something, but it's not true. Is that right? It doesn't feel 100% right. Maybe it's not saying. Okay, but it's not written. It's not a contract, which I was checking because of Mercury retrograde. It's something else. Someone is saying, or maybe they're writing, but it's not like a legal contract. It's caution about something said or something that's just not true. I'm just repeating myself and it's not making more sense. I'm sorry. I think you got it. Krista, you got to observe your thoughts. Watch where you are spending too much time in a negative frequency because that's going to bring more to you. So instead, do the shadow work. And that way you can get through it faster so that you can bring to you something new, something that is higher light. Okay. Oh, good. Pamela. Hi, Stephen. You got soul family. Pleiadians, elemental dwarf. More soul families coming to you. I'm really noticing that little mushroom there. So I feel like it's Fae spirit team, elemental spirit team. Yeah. For those of you who want to meet your spirit team, someone in your spirit team, my next channeling class is September 15th, and I think it's 15th, it's a Sunday, and it's this channeling class. You can take a picture of this and get the QR code, or go to soundwavesheal.com, and gonna meet a Fae being in your spirit team and channel them. I help everyone channel. Judy Rice, you got courage. Mattel the Griffin, take a step, take a leap, do the thing, you won't regret it. Be scary, but it'll be worth it. Hi, Abiola, you got Be Uniquely You. Some of the Pink Dolphin, this was what the card that we talked about in the beginning. And just being yourself, being truly yourself, resonate, they're saying resonate throughout the world in a way that brings your vibration higher and creates more joy in your life. Hi, Gina. I wish it was Rise and Shine for me. I've been up for hours. You must be on the West Coast or not a mom. Here's Divine Change, Babette's Unicorn. Yeah, Babette's the Unicorn. Divine Change is coming to you, which is really nice. It's a good thing. So just allow and accept and begin to look for where the change is coming. Whatever we're looking for is what's happening. So it's going to help you bring it faster. Okay, everyone, I'm winding up. So if you've been on here a long time and I haven't read you yet, please post so I can get to you. Trust your intuition, Whirly the Narwhals for you, Lily Paw. And narwhals, again, 3D animals that are also Fae elemental beings. No one is surprised about the narwhal. Trust your intuition. You are already getting the answers, and you don't need to look outside yourself so much. You can get the answers yourself, and all you have to do is trust it. If you need help with trusting your intuition, that's what I do. I help people trust the messages they're getting from their spirit guides by learning how to channel. I would suggest either coming to my class or get my free spirit guide masterclass, which is on my site, soundwavesheal.com, and it is under classes. It's free. It's the last thing. So okay, and then we've got Tammy. I don't think I've gotten you yet. You got Trust and Patience, Fauna Lee the Servitor. Servitors are pretty rare. There's a new one that I've been talking to that's going to be in my Tag Lightworkers membership next month with Lemuria. I'm really excited to talk to the Servitor. Her name's like Sally or something. But anyway, this one's name's Fauna Lee. And Trust and Patience. Trust in yourself and what you can do, and then have patience to see it through. So they're kind of saying, trust in yourself that you can do what it is that you need to do, and then for you, like, really follow that up with patience, and know that things like Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, it's going to take a little bit of time, what you're doing, what you're changing in yourself. And so just have that patience and really compassion for yourself to have that patience. Oh yeah, I nailed it. Oh, nice. Bernadette, Nikki, did I read you yet? Bernadette Conley, you got Receive with Grace. Watch where you're refusing receiving. Ooh, I'm receiving a download right now. Watch where people are offering you something, a coffee. I hear a Coke. I wasn't gonna say that. A coffee or lunch or whatever, and just say thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Don't say no, I got lunch. No, that's like cuts off receiving everything, because the universe is like, oh, we're trying to give her something free, and look how she doesn't even want lunch. How are we going to give her this huge manifestation we're trying to give her? She just cut off all her manifesting. So just say yes. Thank you. That's so nice of you. How kind you are. Thank you, universe. Nikki, you got healer. You're born healer. This is Bon, this tree spirit, and saying that you're a healer. Did you know that? If you did know that and you're already a healer, fantastic. There's might be something more to add, or something more to do, or something to do more often. If you didn't know that, then it's time to start. I recommend Reiki 1 for everyone. You can listen to my podcast, 5D Channels and Chats, one of the first episodes. I talk about why I really believe everyone should be Reiki 1 attuned. And I have my own course. It's Psychic Reiki Healing. It's a video course, so you can just ADD your way through, or however you like to watch it, binge it. It's not that long, and then have a private attunement with me if you're interested, or anyone's interested in that. There's payment plans and everything. Where are you being called to be a healer? I actually feel like it might be light language for you to add. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Christine, you got stop and rest. Going too hard. Time to take a break. Go watch House of Dragons. I'm just kidding. That's what I did yesterday. And then Maria, you got adventure. Time to go on an adventure. Say yes. Take a leap of faith. Do the thing. Be adventurous. See your life as an adventure, and it will bring you great joy. Christina, you got reevaluate. Gives us a garden gnome. Something that you decided to do, and then now you're wishing you hadn't. It's okay to say, I've reevaluated. I'm not going to do that thing anymore. Okay, I'm going really fast because we got to get to the group card, because I have another live after this where I'm channeling the Blue Avian Alparabian on Soundwaves Heal, YouTube, Facebook, and may take a few questions from 5D Daily. Gabrielle, you got grounding. Sword Doll, are you grounding into Gaia's 5th dimensional grid? It's really important to do so. If you don't know how, you can look it up on my blog or YouTube page, a mini meditation for grounding. Ruthie, you got tend to your garden. Something that you two things that are important. One thing you've been paying attention to, and the other thing you missed. So there's something really important that you need to tend to. Okay, Brandy, you got now. It's time to do it now. Don't put it off. It's not for later. It's not for when I'm better. It's not for when I have a chance to practice. It's now. Do it now, and then you don't have to practice. You will practice as you go. You will learn as you go. I can show you my watercolor from yesterday. It's definitely learning, all right? But I did it. It's crappy maybe, but when I do it again, it's going to be better, right? All right. Ooh, run out of time. We got alchemy and magic for Cappy. Love. This is the what's on the front of the card deck. It means that true change is happening, true alchemizing. You have the power to, you already have all the tools and all the power to bring everything you want in your life, and you don't really need someone else to do it for you. Okay, woo, so many people on now, but unfortunately we're coming out to the end here. So I'm gonna do, let's see. Samantha, Samantha, you got call for clearing. You're going to need a clearing from someone. Do you have a trusted healer? Or I talked about this card at the very beginning. You could rewind since you're on YouTube when it's over, or start it again. Where I talk about this card, it means a spiritual clearing would be really good. Your spirit guides might be wanting you to do that so that they can give you a message too. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Althea Pope, you got manifest, large, you of the Old West. That means you're in a high state of manifesting. So make sure that you're manifesting what you want and not what you don't want. Last card. Who haven't I read? Nadine, you got specialist support, jump box, the gremlin. So that means that's something you're trying to DIY yourself, something you're trying to fix yourself. Is not working, and you would just be so glad if you just hired someone to do that. It could be a spiritual clearing. It could be like trying to diagnose and work yourself of a medical problem. It could be like get a therapist instead of reading the book on how to release anxiety, or a spiritual healer. You know, it's like, or the refrigerator's broken and you think you can fix it yourself. It's like, in the end, it would have been so much better if you just hired someone. So just save yourself that step and go ahead and get someone to do it for you. Find a way. It's like, that's usually what that means. That's a fast answer. Now we're going to do the group card and healing, because I only have a few minutes left. Also out of water, which is like detrimental to channeling. You have to drink a lot of water. And there's like actual science about this. And then meet me guys next in in 8 minutes on 5D Daily Facebook group or Soundwaves Heal YouTube, Soundwaves Heal Facebook. This is the group card, problem resolved. Usually this card means the problem you're trying to fix is already resolved. Now you just have to see it. So you have to feel it instead of longing for it. I feel that this is actually a very interesting card to get for the group. That means that there's a communal problem that's being resolved. And it feels really big. So there are a lot of big things happening this year. If you watched my last podcast, they talk a little bit more about the solar flare and why that's, not something to fear or worry about in my last podcast. And I talked about it last week in my group, but problem resolved. It feels to me that there's something that collectively we all worry about that is already resolved, meaning that things are working out better than you think. So I think this is actually a big ascension message. It's like things are going to get so much better, and some of the things that we're worrying ourselves about, we don't need to. It's already been figured out by Gaia, and it's already going to happen. I think this has to do with money, with politics, with environmental issues, and other things. So the problem is resolved. When it comes to ascension, it's not about someone coming to fix or heal you. Healing's great. I do healings too. I go get healings, but it's not about someone coming outside of you and just like fixing it for you, is what I'm trying to say. Instead, it's about you working on yourself to get healed, to do better and be better. And from there, through the healing of yourself, you find yourself on a higher timeline, a higher path, a higher vibration, and that is how you get to ascension. It's not something someone else does to you or does for you. It's not picking the right politician. It's not doing things right. It's not, worrying about the negative things or prepping or anything like that, The problem is resolved. So here's a healing from Remote the Phoenix to help you stay in this space of understanding that it's all going to be okay. Your problem is resolved. It's cool to bring bring a liquid Reiki sound healing from a phoenix. Okay, I hope that helped. Oh, I'm feeling rough this week. Okay, we'll come next. My next live, Brooke. And hopefully that will help you. Oh, good. I'm glad you're like, oh, everybody has an ego. We just have to learn how to control it. It is, right? Sneezing twice is a confirming of higher truth. I always find sneezes as a confirmation. Yeah, definitely. All right. Thank you guys for coming so much. And then, of course, I'll be here same time next week, as always. And catch me next in 5D Daily Facebook group, or if you're not in there yet, then catch me at FindMeAMedium, Facebook or YouTube. I'll be channeling FindMeAMedium. He is a blue avian being who's my partner guide, and I'll be trans-channeling him. He'll be telling us what's happening in Ascension and what we can expect. And I may take a few questions from 5D Daily if you're in it. And he wants to talk about imposter syndrome and fear. So that is actually something that I'm doing right now. I have a donation-based healing, which means all you do is you send $1 or more on PayPal. There is another link if you can't use PayPal, but I prefer PayPal for this. It's easier for me. And I will add you to the healing. Here, I'll show you. And the healing is for releasing fear, because that's where we are at right now. We need to release this fear. It's very, very important. And we need to release imposter syndrome. It just hurts my heart to see how many people just have so many certifications and are so qualified to do things, but they're just afraid to do it because they just don't think they're ready, or they just have so many reasons why it's hard to start, or they're overwhelmed, or but mainly it's imposter syndrome. So anyway, Alpar is going to talk about this next, but there's also this donation-based healing for $1 or more. You can find it on soundwavesheal.com. Under sessions, there's donation-based healing, so you can click on that. You can find it on Facebook and events. You can find it on my events. You can find it in my last newsletter. $1 or more, you know, I don't care how much you put in there. It's just whatever you feel is right for the exchange is always important. You know, with healing, the exchange needs to happen. I don't do it for free because people don't value free, and it's hard to get a really good healing for free. It is possible sometimes, but for something this deep, you really need to have some sort of exchange. So I've set it up to where even if you hardly have any money at all, you can still do it for $1. I won't receive it. PayPal will, but still, I want to help. So I think also I do these donation-based group healings because they also help. They help the world too. They reverberate. The more people that do it, the more people who are healed. So I hope I'll see some of you there. It's on the 9th, and the replay works just as well as the live. So hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. And I hope I'll see you in 2 minutes when I come back with Alpar. Okay, bye guys.